What's up guys, welcome back to the final part of Yu-Gi-Oh Capsule Coliseum. So, yeah, of course the final duel was gonna be against Seto Kaiba, who appears to have the words BG on his fucking collar. Can you see that in the bottom right on his collar? It looks like BG. Unless it's supposed to be KG, it's for Kaija Corp. Sorry, KC. But it really looks like a B and a G. Not even a G, it might be an E. It looks like the Internet Explorer E, kind of. Anyway, sorry, I've pissed away enough time talking about Kaiba's fucking collar and his fucking jacket. So, yeah, final duel. Let's fucking get it on. Aerial Palace. Of course Seto Kaiba has an Aerial Palace. Of course he does. I mean, why the fuck wouldn't he? I mean, he's got a pretty big fucking airship in Season 2 for the finals, hasn't he? Airship. It's not really an airship. Well, I suppose it is. It's not a plane. I think it's kind of more... It's a blimp, innit? Not an airship. Blimp. Which I suppose is technically the same thing. Do you hear that? You hear that awesome fucking evil music? Yeah, that's a fucking final level music.
Where are you, Kaiba? Yugi. The time has finally come to decide which one of us is truly the superior duelist.
You see, seeing it blown up a bit more, it is quite clearly a K and a C. So, disregard that whole earlier point. It's definitely KC as in Kaiba Corp.
I'll not only defeat you, I'll humiliate you. And the title of the King of Capsule Monsters will be in my grasp. Are you ready, Yugi?
Damn straight.
It's time to duel, Kaiba.
Yeah! So this duel is super fair. In the sense that Kaiba could have stacked the deck in this final confrontation, so to speak. But instead, he, for fuck's sake, again! Oh well, guess I'm attacking second. Instead of giving himself the field advantage, this field has a bit of every single attribute. You've got light over here, 70, fucking hell. Granted, the map itself has got a fair light advantage, but he also has a bit of everything in his deck, so it's not too big of a deal. This has got forest. Granted, it's not the best amount of forest. The most you get is 40. You've got the fire. You've got lightning, borrowed from Mokuba's stage. You've got water. You've got no dedicated wind square, but it's not a problem because there's a wind background element, and you do have some dark, but that will occur later on, so don't you worry about that. And also, you've got unlimited monster points. You can have, doesn't matter how many what monsters you want, you can just pick them. Doesn't matter. Infinite monster points. You've got the maximum deployment of 10, and Kaiba's not very good at this game because he picks 9 monsters. Yeah. You work that one out, because I've got no fucking clue why he has only 9 monsters, because it's an unlimited monster point game. So you can do all the way to the maximum deployment. He's like, nah, I'm good. Or he's just so confident that he'll win, he's like, nah, fuck that, I'm gonna win with a disadvantage. And it's like, okay dude, you can do that if you want. I ain't gonna stop you. Let's see here, we want our faith birds, because they've been quite faithful to us. I'll have you. What else do we want? I'll take you. I've got Dark Magician. I'm not really going to use it, but I also have Gaia just because. I want to use really high level shit just because I can now. I can put fucking my 10 highest cost monsters in this, and I'd be fine. What's your stuff like? How do you know 4 on 1? You know what? Fuck it, Killer Needle. I'm giving you a shot. Don't blow it. Fuck it. No, he's got no wind type. No, he's got one wind type, but this is really tough. Fuck it. I'll put in Great White. Now, they don't say Great White Shark, but he's got a shark face, so I assume they mean Great White Shark. But he's not, because he's not a Great White Shark. He's got a weird manta way. Manta way? manta ray kind of thing going on. So Gaia is definitely the best Earth monster in the game. I kind of think of it. I don't think there's an Earth attribute anywhere. Oh wait, yeah. Well, there's a few scattered around, but not enough to really make any real effect. And these spaces are partially wood, except for the ones with. If it's got even an ounce of green on it, then it's got 20 wood attribute. But if it's got no green on it, which is a nice little touch because they didn't have to do that sort of detail. If it's got no green on it, it's just a blank spot, just like these initial spots are. So the whole idea here is that if you're Yu-Gi, you should really have a dark symbol. So it should be the ultimate contest of dark monsters against light monsters. We do not conform to those standards because really dark and light are really vanilla. But they've got the most iconic monsters in their categories, so I can see why people would want to pick them just for that reason, if not anything else. So, just my 2 cents on that. So I think they kind of bank on people picking dark, so that the very final guy in the game will have the slight advantage. But even then, he doesn't have a real advantage because he's only got 3, possibly 4 light monsters. So it's not a big deal. Unless, of course, I could be lying. He hasn't fielded his deck. He's got 2 blue eyes. He's got La Jin, Genie of the Lamp, and he's got a. Oh fuck that! Let's put you here then. He's got Meteor Black Dragon. He's got Suijin for some reason, and he's got Grappler. He's got Lesser Dragon. He's got the Skull Guardian. He's got Millennium Golem. I think that's it. Majin, Meteor Black Dragon, Suijin, Grappler, Millennium Golem, Lesser Dragon. Yeah, that's it. And again, he's only got 9 monsters instead of 10. So it's very odd. That is fucking final boss music, dude! Fucking love this type of music.
Yugi, I've been waiting for this duel for a long time.
Where it's sort of like, it's like the person you're facing is a bad guy, but they're also kind of classy. Or at least it starts out like that, and then it's just like straight up. I am exaggerating a bit. It's not actually like that, but you get what I mean. It's like conveys evil class.
I will use all my strength to defeat you.
Yeah, you're kind of gonna have to. This is really it. So let's double check what we got here. We've got Destroyer Golem. You can fuse it with something else to make Millennium Golem. You've got Lesser Dragon, you've got Grappler, you've got Blue Eyes, you've got another Blue Eyes, you've got Meteor Black Dragon, you've got Skull Guardian, you've got Suijin, and you got La Jin, the mystical genie of the lamp. So yeah, all very much Kaiba monsters, signature Kaiba monsters really. Well, except for Destroyer Golem, I don't remember. Really, the big ones are signature here. So you've got the Blue Eyes, you've got the La Jin, you've got the... no, I think that's it actually. He's got 3 monsters that I associate with him. La Jin, Genie of the Lamp, because he used it in the anime, and the 2 Blue Eyes, because you're not going to associate Blue Eyes White Dragons with anyone other than Kaiba, are you? Unless you're just like, no, but Grandpa had one. Grandpa's a fucking asshole. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Grandpa Truesdale. You're a pretty cool guy. So this duel might be a bit difficult, but I'm very confident I'm going to win.
You don't have what it takes to stop me.
Dude, you gave yourself a fucking... You start off with a disadvantage. I still don't know why to this day. Other than the fact... I mean, we've faced duelists before that have had the full deck, you know. They've had the same amount of capsules as you had, but despite the fact that this is a no limit on monster point game, Cyber? Yeah, Kaiba's a Cyberman. Kaiba has handicapped himself, and I don't know why. Because even if he was like, yeah, I could beat Yugi with a disadvantage, it's still like, yeah, but you really want to beat him, right? So why bother leaving anything to chance? He's just like, nah, but I'm good though. It's like, but why? I just don't get the logic, man. Just don't get the logic. Again, even if he's thinking, I'm so good I could beat Yugi with a 1 monster deficit, he's already 1-0 down to Yugi at this point. Surely he wants to claim back the loss, you know? And by that I mean in capsule monsters. Obviously, we're not counting duelist monsters as canon in this universe. Mostly because I don't know at what point this falls into. I mean, obviously it must be after he met Marek and that array of bad guys in Series 2. But, you know, at the same time he's kind of buddy-buddy with some of them. He's not buddy-buddy with others. And clearly Marek is still alive, but still possessed by the men in Rod's spirit. So, who the fuck knows, man? I cannot pinpoint a time point for the anime for where this would fall in. Unless there was a specific anime featuring capsule monsters. Which, again, there might have been. I'd never fucking heard of one. Nor do I remember there ever being one. Again, this is... I bought this game because it had Yu-Gi-Oh on the fucking... Back in the day, I'm talking about now, when I first got it. I bought this game because it's a Yu-Gi-Oh game, it must be pretty cool. Despite the fact all my experience with Yu-Gi-Oh PlayStation... Sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh video games in general I've had bad times with, because it's always been like, you've got a limit amount, you've got to have a deck that's a certain amount of points, and you've got to beat opponents that have got more points to their deck than you have, so they start with an advantage. Blah 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 blah. You know, the only Yu-Gi-Oh games that I ever enjoyed were the ones that were on the DS and consequently the GBA as well. Just because it was just straight up Yu-Gi-Oh. You started out with shit monsters, but that was also acceptable because you could get good, better monsters quite easily. You know, all you had to do was win a couple of duels, and you could buy more packs, and you could make your own decks. And they even gave you Mokuba to face over and over again, so you could build up your points, so you could buy a bunch of cards. You wouldn't have the best deck in the world straight away, but, you know, that's okay. You didn't need to have a handicap against yourself to be able to face other duelists and to win their cards. Like, in the other game I bought...
It took too much damage!
In the other game I bought, called Yu-Gi-Oh Duelists of the Roses, which again is quite a unique concept, I will admit, but kind of dumb, is that you had to beat an opponent that had more points to their deck than you in order to win their Rose card, and you couldn't play them against them unless you had less.
Too bad, Kaiba. How dare you destroy my monster!
Dude, it's the game. Shut the fuck up. Let's see here. I just don't know. Let's see here. How do you move? How do you move? How do you move? Yeah, I can do that. I'll lure out the Jin, because why not? So yeah, it was bullshit, and you had to beat them to get their monsters. So it would be like you'd have to beat them with a handicap to win more monsters, and you couldn't get you couldn't get random monsters that hadn't been introduced yet. No, you had to get monsters that were already owned by the opponents. You had to duel certain people for certain cards, and there's a real shitty way of fucking doing it, is what I'm saying. It really ran me up when I was younger. And I imagine if I tried to play it again now, it would still wind me the fuck up. And I would still need the cheat code to be able to face anyone regardless of their monster point limit. You know? That's just me though. Bitter child. Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? On the bright side, I'm going to take that grappler out in the same way I took out the Lesser Dragon. So that's something. Eat a dick, Lajin. I like the artwork for Lajin because he's quite clearly a genie. You can see that, but he looks evil, and I think that's what they were going for when they drew it. It was just like, what are we sort of aiming for here? And someone just said evil genie, and they were like, got it. I mean, they could have just drawn a fucking Jafar ripoff, but it's not. I mean, it's even got a different beard, and it's on fire. It's fucking great. It is fucking great. I love it. Also, I don't like the design of the iconic Blue Eyes White Dragon, you know. It looks goofy. You know? I'm not talking about I'm talking about the art on the card. It looks a bit goofy, but I can live with that. But the capsule in particular looks fucking dumb. You'd think for the iconic monsters at least they'd make sure they had decent symbols, decent capsules for them, so they didn't look fucking daft. You know? On the bright side, I think I've locked the Jin into that spot. He won't be able to attack anyone else. from his current position, at least. Really? Huh, I was pretty confident I'd kill him. What with having an advantage and whatnot, but apparently not. Oh, Killer Needle's probably gonna... No, he's not. Maybe not. No, we'll have to wait and see, that's the problem. No, I'm not going to take out the Jin, I know that. I'm going to do some damage, some serious damage, but I'm not going to kill him. Yeah, capsules for the iconic monsters aren't the greatest.
My monster may be hurt, but it'll take more than that for it to fall.
And also, the fucking individual pieces for these, you can see why they kept them in coffins in the animes, because they look fucking goofy when they're summoned individually. Wow, that increases my attack for some reason. I'm going to move over one so I can attack. So I can't get attacked by that fucker. Did I not bother putting... Did I not bother selecting Dark Magician? I thought I did. Oh, fuck me. I guess I didn't. Oh well. There goes that fucking idea. I was going to try and transform into the Magician of Black Chaos, but I can't now. I could have sworn I selected him. Unless I did and I deselected him and put Gaia in instead, possibly. Huh. Weird. Yeah. I kind of like the grappler design. It looks like a a dinosaur, but a pack dinosaur that relies on having like 10 of them in a group to attack its prey. Ah, bye, Faith Bird. Oh. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, we got a level up from that. Good for you, dude. Good for you. Well, I suppose you should at this stage. I think everything gets a level up if it manages to kill something. Ooh. I'm not going to be able to take out those dragons at all. Not until we have the map change, which should be occurring very soon, but not soon enough. The map change takes away all the extra light attribute and replaces it with dark. So that's what's going to happen, and that's how we're going to take out the blue eyes, because right now they're pretty much untouchable. Let's see. Yeah, level up for Killer Needle. Order up! Man, I like Killer Needle as well. It's just a giant wasp. Or possibly a hornet. Can't be a yeah, 90 defense and 177 attack. It's quite powerful, man. Not powerful enough to do a lot of damage to my water types, but until we get the dark type change, they're still rather. I'd still rather not tangle with them, if you know what I mean. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll move you here. That's what I'll do. We'll move you forward because we've got no worries with you. And we'll move you forward. 2. We're going to take out La Jin with our grappler, hopefully. How much health have we got left? 59. Yes! Have some of that, you slag. You slag. There we go. Lovely. We've got Faithberg. We'll move you. Oh, that's spiteful, man. You know what? I'm going to leave it there. We'll summon Gaia. We don't need Gaia, but I want it summoned just in case. I think I can move pretty much everything now. I think I'm going to have to not move one thing a turn, but I can live with that. Let's bring our rewards up as an extra bonus. What did I lose? I lost one of my faith birds, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I only lost one. I thought I only lost one, but something in the back of my mind was like, did we lose more than one piece? Because we might have done. But no, just the one. And it's not too bad at this stage because everything's kind of leveled up. I'm not going to be playing on this save file again after this Let's Play. So, yeah. It's not like it matters if I didn't get any experience from the last game. Sorry, last duel. So, You know what? I'm going to totally bitch out. No, I'm not going to totally bitch out. I'm going to move up forward my guys who are right in the back. And then I'm going to end my turn. I'm not going to bother fucking baiting him out. So I want to wait. I've got to wait at this point until the status change. Because those light type monsters are not to fucking be laughed at this stage of the game. Wait, have you got a special ability? What will that do? Ah, nah, it's not even worth doing. Not at this point, anyway. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Lasts until our next turn, so yeah, why not? It might help out doing it. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I do there. I'm going to put him there, fuck it. I'm not 100% sure if that's the better, wisest move I've ever done, but I'm going for it. I'm pretty much just setting shit up at this point. I'm not going for the kill, I'm just preparing for the kill. Ah, sweet, I even used up all my EP. Oh, we've entered into stormy skies. All of Kaiba's advantage has been swiped away from him. It's time to go for the kill, guys. The Ki-double-L. I love how Kaiba doesn't even react. He's just like, fuck it. Who gives a fuck? I'm still gonna beat your ass.
You won't be celebrating for much longer.
How did you know I was celebrating, dude? Oh, fuck. Well, it turns out that was not the best positioning I've ever done. 170 attack, that's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not great for a fire type. But great for Meteor Black Dragon, because he's got quite a high attack pool. Man, he's gone into full retreat mode. Wow, all that setting up was for nothing. Great. So let's have a look at the attribute effect now. Look at that, we've even got dark crystals now. So now we have 60 dark. We've still got light attribute in there somewhere, but we've got thunder and dark is way up. Not to mention, so is the oh man, you take a bit of a hit, didn't you? Not to mention the wind attribute, but I think that may be more due to the fact that I artificially boosted up the turning mode, so I need to go forward one, won't he? So I don't go forward one. I don't think anything can attack me there. I'll move you there. I want to lure out Sewaging. I'll move you there. I'm just inching forward at this point because I don't want to give him too much of an advantage. Especially seeing as I fucked up last turn by fucking putting Kenalido in the attack range of this guy. But he won't be able to do that to any of my water types anyway because they've got the advantage and also they've got a fucking high defense, man. Let's be honest. You guys know that by now because that's all I've seen. Oh, fucking hell, he's full retreat, man. Full retreat. I don't blame him. It's the smartest thing he could possibly do. But, you know, it's kind of annoying for me. Here's what I'm getting at. And Sewaging looks like he's preparing to suck something off. I've seen enough movies to know what the face is. Oof, that was so much damage, dude. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make a comeback from that. It wasn't that funny. I don't know why I bothered. Yeah, didn't even get any advantage out of that. Fuck's sake. Yeah, let's look at the Blue Eyes now. 99 attack and 77 defense. They're pushovers. You want to press your advantage and you want to fucking take those guys out. Hopefully before the light comes back into play. Because it will do. It does rotate. Spoiler, I guess. But, you know, it's pretty fair like that. It does rotate the dark and the light types.
I never forget a move. Especially one that I'm going to make you regret.
I highly doubt that. I need to take this fucker out. If he doesn't die, I'm going to regret it more if that thing gets more attacks in than if I get attacked back for it. You know what I mean? So he's now down to 5 monsters. So one more and he does his halfway line. So I'll move forward one just because I need to when I finish this. Oh fuck it, I'm just going to lure people out now because we can't do anything. So I'm going to move. Should I move forward one as him? No, I'll stay where I am because I've got a bit slightly more. Oh fucking asshole. Hang on, are you taking any damage? No, he hasn't. Cool. Yeah, I can stay where I am, not worry. How do you move? I think he moves as a cross, so he might be able to attack my Faith Bird, but because he's water type, he shouldn't do much anyway. Look at that. It's preparing to gobble down on something. It might as well be a fucking cock, am I right? I mean, if you look at the artwork in the cards, you wouldn't want anything from that, but, you know, it looks like it's preparing to do something. You know, it's a bit suspicious. I'm not the only one thinking that, right? Come on. Come on. Come on. You can admit it. We're all friends here. Oh, not enough AP. Oh, one short. That's spiteful. Oh well, let's end the turn there then. We don't want to move our symbol. I've won at this point, by the way. I'm calling it now. I've won. Woo! It's just a matter of time. Provided, sorry, I've won on one condition. I take out those blue eyes before the next light, the light crystals pop up again, which shouldn't be a problem because I've managed to lure him out a little bit. There's only so far. He can only backpedal so far, and the problem is he's trying to do what he's trying to do it entrap one of my monsters so he can attack it multiple times, which is what I was trying to do. But unfortunately, Kaiba is very defensive once the attributes have changed, so it's no longer in his favour. Which is great. It's a great way of. It should be like that. Once the general area of the zone has changed, so that you'll no longer get an advantage from it, and you're in fact get a disadvantage from it, because his blue eyes are fucking chumps when they're in this environment. So he should be backpedaling. He should be like, no, I'm not pressing the advantage. I'm gonna just stay here and hopefully not get killed. But unfortunately, he can only backpedal so far. And now he's gotten to a stage where he's lured my monsters in, and now he can't. He hasn't got an out. In order to attack me, he's gonna have to
laugh it up for now, because I'll get the last laugh.
Sure. Because he won't be able to attack me without me being able to attack him straight away afterwards. So he's just like, well, I might as well attack now. I've got to. I've got no other course of action available to me. So it's like, sorry, dude. You're not very good at this game. You shouldn't have given yourself that one monster disadvantage. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why he's losing at this point, is because he's got that one monster disadvantage. He should have had 3 blue eyes, man.
He's got me cornered. But I've gotten out of tougher situations than this.
Boo! Just reusing the same line as last time we duelled. Poor showing. Poor showing indeed. Should have been a unique line at least. Yeah, I'm going to kill his blue eyes with my Gaia. Because Gaia can use the experience. Even though I said I'm never using this profile again after I finish this series of Let's Plays, I'd still want my guys to get level ups, man. If I can help it. And as long as it's not, we don't turn back to light crystal mode. Oh man, not a lot of attack from my black shark. But yeah, hey ho, diddly do. I might as well move the stronger one up instead of the weaker one. So yeah, as long as it doesn't just turn straight back to light next turn, and it shouldn't, you should get about an equal amount of turnage. Yeah, there we go. So I've still got the advantage, and again, I reckon I'm going to win. I mean, he's got 3 monsters, no way he's clawing it back now. Why didn't he attack? That was bizarre. He didn't attack with his Skull Guardian. And I think it's because he wants to attack Gaia the Fierce Knight next turn, but why not? We've moved him in a position where he can attack anyway. Where he can attack something on his way to attacking another monster. You might as well fucking do it. You know? It's fucking dumb. I've never done that on the show, have I? I've never moved into a position where I can attack but just decided, I don't want it. Pretty sure I haven't anyway. Maybe. Let's attack you. You're pretty strong. Well, you're not the strongest thing in the world, but you're close. You're close to being very tough. In fact, I think Faithbird might be... Oh, level up. I didn't even fucking look at that. Spiral Shaver. So that must be the name of Gaia's attack. That's a bit odd. By the way, can I just point out, I love the way Gaia looks. The card art, I mean. He's got a purple fucking horse with a helmet on. That's fucking great. And he has 2 spears. Why do you need 2 spears? It's because fuck defense. I'm all about killing shit. Which is just... It's just great to have something dedicated to killing shit. Yeah? He's gonna survive with 3 fucking health. Which I think is just fucking poor. But thankfully, he's weakened. So if I was attacking when he was had the buff, he'd still be on like half health if I was lucky. Sorry, if I was lucky. Because I reckon I probably would have only taken about a quarter off him with all of my attacks combined. So, you know, again, I'm kind of banking on the light crystals staying away for a few more turns. Not like it matters at this point. He's going to die, it's just he'll take down a lot of my monsters with him if he gets some attacks in with the light crystal. Doesn't look like he will do, but I thought it worth mentioning. He's not going to kill anything at this point. He might do some damage, but it'll survive, as Yugi would say. But only when they get to half health. If they just take a nick, he's just like, who gives a fuck? But if they get to just under half health, he's like, that was a lot of damage, but it survived. I think the NPCs also get that sort of a dialogue tree for that, but they don't. They rarely fucking use it, if at all. Damn right I'm going to attack Destroyer Golem, because he's not the one with any buffs at all. He doesn't get a buff from... Well, he does get buffs from the symbol, but not a big one. You know? Let's attack you. This will take out your fucking blue eyes, because he is a cunt. I feel like that word probably didn't need to be used at that point. I could have used a better one. But fuck it, I'm committed now. Let's take out the Skull Guardian as well, because he's fucking dead at this point. Yep. Oh man, he has got fuck all for attack strength. Huh, guess he's not dead at this point. Well, let's move you here then, just so I can... Oh shit. No, you're going to stay there. You're going to use Place of Wind. Even though it will weaken my water types. I don't care. I have a feeling that's... Oh no, he won't. I was going to say that Skull Guardian's going to take out Faithbird, but he was nowhere near. So this is going to protect Gaia, that's why I'm doing it. Because if the Skull Guardian can't move, then Gaia can't get attacked. That's basically the gist of it. That's about the gist of it. Remember that from Final Fantasy X Part 2 when you did the Cactuar side quest? He'd translate for the cactuses and be like, that's about the gist of it. which is just great. Because they didn't bother actually translating it into English what the cactuses said. They just wrote it on the bottom of the screen. They didn't have the translator say it out loud. It was just like they had it written under it while they were going. And the kid would just go, "That's about the gist of it." So not in that voice, obviously, because he was a kid, so he had a bit of a high-pitched voice, I believe. It's been a while since I played Final Fantasy X Part 2 and Part 1. Started a new playthrough on that, by the way, just for a personal, not personal, but for fun, is what I'm saying, instead of for the channel, so, yeah. Thankfully, his two blue eyes are gone, and they were the biggest threat, so who gives a fuck that the light crystals are back? He can no longer take too much of an advantage of it. So, yay! Look at that attack boost, from 19 to 89, that's a whole 60 points difference it makes. So, it is noticeable, I think I might have it this turn, if I'm lucky. Well, I think I moved this into the right position. Yeah, I can attack Skull Guardian with Winged Dragon now, so yeah. You're dead. You're so dead, you don't even know it yet. You're so money supermarket. Ah, not quite on the right track for you. Oh well. Move you there. Attack him. Ah, man. He's got like 10 health left. Was it 10? Oh, sorry. 15. I was 5 out. My apologies, darling. Let's kill him. Good. Bye-bye. It was so nice to know you. So what have we got left? We've got the... we've got the Golem, which we can't actually do anything against right now, so move you there, and we'll move you forward 2, and then we'll end turn, because there's really not much we can do. If I move Great White, then he's going to be able to attack Gaia, and even though I don't think he's going to take him out in one turn, I'd rather not risk it, you know what I mean? So yeah, there we go. Kaiba, you get one more turn just because of certain circumstances, so I hope you appreciate it. Well, at least one more turn. It might end up having more than one turn, but I feel like this is the last turn for Kaiba. I feel like it, doesn't mean it's true. That was a forced laugh, if you couldn't tell, guys. I forgot I even used that ability, not gonna lie. Let's see. Yeah, this should take him out because I've got at least 3 attacks on him, so. Oh, sweet. I don't think Guy will take him out. I think I'll have to bring in a ringer to take him out with one last attack. Let's see, how much attack has Guy got? Nah, I've killed him. Goodbye, Millennium Golem. Destroyer Golem. Bye bye!
This will finish you!
Damn straight. So that was the final duel of the game, guys. We had a one monster advantage, despite the fact we shouldn't have. You know, again, that's one of my gripes with this final battle, but everything else about it is just
Don't think you'll get away with this!
You know?
I will get my revenge, Yugi!
You said that last time as well, bastard. So yeah, you get unlimited monster points, you get this max amount of deployment, you get the max amount of AP. There's a bit of every element on the board except for Earth for some reason, but I guess that kind of makes sense. You can't put a lump of Earth on an airship and expect it to float. So,
I lost! My most powerful capsule monster! My strongest servant! My strategy was flawless!
That is not true.
I had the exact capsule monsters I needed to win!
I don't think that's true either. You should have had a full 10 capsule monsters at this point.
But still, I lost!
Yep.
Kaiba, I may have won this time.
And you even need a minimum of 10 monsters to have a capsule deck, so, you know, he should have 10 monsters to field, and it's, ugh.
But our skill
Makes no
levels
sense.
are exactly the same.
That's also bullshit.
Ah! Is this some pathetic attempt to console me?
Pretty much, dude. You're a whiny little bitch when you lose. You shouldn't play games if you can't handle losing.
If it is, then you can stop right now! No, I just know how tough you really are. Huh, I lost this battle. But I don't have to listen to you running off at the mouth! You listen to me, Yugi. Our fight is far from over! Right. We'll meet again, Kaiba.
Don't know how, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again one of these days. Oh, that was made a tit of myself for no reason. I was trying to fill out some space between that and the next bit of dialogue, but that was the last line. You get 14. You get the max amount of fucking points for beating Kaiba, as you should. He is the toughest. He is the toughest of the duelists. And we got a level up for everything except for man-eating black shark, which is surprising, really. That man-eating black shark didn't get a level up, not everything else got a level up, because it's the final duel. You get a shit ton of experience for it. I think we had like, what, did we get 85? I think he did a good show. I think he took out 3 of my monsters, which is more than he should have done, really. So credit where credit's due. Well done, Kaiba. Well done. So what will we take? We'll take a Blue Eyes. Fuck the fire types. We'll take Surgeon and we'll take Destroyer Golem. If I do another playthrough, I'll grab it. I'll grab the 2 fire types just for completionist sakes. But I won't be doing another playthrough on this account or for the channel, in fact. So yeah, it'd be very boring if I did a playthrough on New Game Plus because you've got all your monsters are very fucking high level. You'll curb stomp everyone, and yeah, this is what you get for winning. Fucking King Coliseum clear. I like to think that each level is a layer, is each stage, because there seems to be like 5 layers, and you've got the crystal at the top, which is the crystal that was on the airships powering it. So yeah, yeah, we did good. You've done it. I wish the writing would fucking go away quicker. You've done it. You've done it. The title King of Capsule Monsters is yours and yours alone! Exclamation point. Keep the glory and pride within your heart. We want you to continue challenging yourself in game battles. This concludes the Capsule Monster Battle Tournament! Exclamation point. It says we want you to keep challenging yourself, but it's just the same duels over and over and over again. There's no fucking mixing up of the duels. But the road of Capsule Monster battles can be as long as you want it to be. Huh, I've never actually sat through this. I've always skipped it because it's bollocks. Huh, that's a fair enough assumption, because you can keep playing the game over and over and over again if you want. Here's to future battles! Exclamation point. So the main rival in the game, as always, is going to be Seto fucking Kaiba, isn't it? Because, you know, he's always the antagonist, man. He's a dick. So yeah, Capsule fucking Monsters is completed. There's the Millennium Puzzle with no lines on it. It's just smooth as fuck for some reason. Despite the fact it's a puzzle, so it's put together, you can see lines on it when you see it in the anime. But original story, Yu-Gi-Oh! Kazuki Takahashi. I believe he invented the fucking thing. So let's look at the cast. English units. Yami Yugi, Dan Green, Joey Wheeler, Wayne Grayson, John Campbell, Amy Burnham, Maddie Blaustein, Mayor Thompson, Jimmy Zopi, Sam Riegel, Megan Hollingshed, Ed Paul, Tara Jane. Of course, it's a girl playing Mokuba. JT Ross, Michael Alston Bailey, Darren Dunstan, Karen Neal, Eric Stewart, I think. It might be in. No, it's got to be Eric Stewart, for fuck's sake. And Wayne Grayson again. And this is the German unit. So Sebastian Schools, Robin Kahnmeier, Kim Hasper, Robin Okuroka, Peter Groger, Dennis Schmidt de Vos, Mario V. Jasserhoff, Marius Glaran, Irina V. Benheim, Roman Kressler, Kreskin V. Jasperov, David Nathan, Ricardo Richter, Charles Rettinghaus, Dieter Klabsch, Helmut Kraus, Tim Hagen, Claudia Urban Ninjas, Jarrett Schmidt-Foss, Bernd Fosberg, Konrad Bosch, Tobias Kluckert. So if we've got any German fans, but I highly doubt it, that's me butchering your language. Hope you had some fun with that. Winky Soft, isn't that that's a euphemism, right? I'm going to stop reading the fucking credits. You can read it yourself if you're that interested in the names. I just wanted to try my hand at some German names. Please tell me how badly I butchered them. I'll have fun finding out how badly I fucked it up. So, yeah, it's really surprising that the two languages available in this game are German and English. And there's no Japanese voice option, which, you know, I'd have thought it would be Japanese and English. For the English release, at least. Obviously, if this game was released in Germany, I'd expect it to be Japanese and German. Or, you know, all three. You'd think Japanese would be in there somewhere. It's a fucking game based on an anime. So, Windows design. I'm assuming that means the matchup screen. Very good job on that, guys. I wouldn't say impressed, but I thought it was nice. It was nice. Winky support. I don't know what that means. So, again, right, if you want to have a look at this stuff, have a look at it while I talk. So that was Yu-Gi-Oh Capsule Coliseum. We've completed the game, guys, in 16 parts for 25 duels, so not bad. Why Sam is a nickname for Arthur? Arthur Murakami. It's very Egyptian music. I do like that. I do like the fact that in Yu-Gi-Oh the music is very Egyptian themed, and rightly so, because, you know, the Pharaoh and pretty much all the antagonists are Egyptian descendants of some kind, except for Kaiba. Although that said, there is a high priest that looks like Kaiba and has the Millennium Rod, despite the fact Marek ends up with it. Don't ask, don't tell. That sort of dealio. Oh, that's a very interesting logo. I guess. It makes sense. Alchemy in the name. You want to have it look like an alchemy reading. See, yeah, that was Yu-Gi-Oh Capsule Coliseum. Okay. Take a shot for every time I've said that in this fucking credit scene, and it was fun. Again, this is a game I play quite regularly, guys. I put this on whenever I want to listen to music or listen to a podcast, because, again, I'm taking my headphones off because I don't want to listen to that music while I try and talk. Oh, my ears have gone all funny, guys. A game I like to watch while I listen to music, podcasts, because I can't just sit down and listen to something. I have to be doing something with my other senses when I do. It's weird. Another game which I like to play. Strategy games in general are the games I go to for when I want to listen to music or a podcast, because it's usually the soundtrack. You don't need to listen to people talk. You can just read what they're saying if you want to. The soundtrack of the game is just music over and over. It's usually the same tracks, just done in a different place or a different tempo. So there's nothing interesting going on with the audio in the game, so you can listen to other stuff and not be put off too much to not be able to play properly. And yeah, this game does something which no other game does other than Pokemon, and that is I want to collect everything with all the capsules. I need to collect every one, and I think across all my save files I've done it. I've just not got them all in one file. So what do we get? We got Fortress Whale, Rigorous Lever, and Javelin Beetle. So we've got a water type, we've got a fire type, and a wood type. So none of these are really fucking good monsters though. The two monsters I always want to get when I complete the game is Red Eyes Black Dragon, which, you know, that and Flame Swordsman you should be able to get from Joey. They should have completely different decks when you go through the second time, with everything starting at a default level 3 against it. Oh, fucking... You could do so much with this. You could improve upon it so much, and you can have different experiences on subsequent New Game Plus cycles. Obviously, that's not the cards we were dealt, unfortunately. So, if you want to do it again, you're just going to have to face the same duels. But yeah, the two monsters from the clear bonus you want to get. Red Eyes Black Dragon, because it's fucking badass. You want to get two of them, though, because you need one for a fusion, because you need to get... Red Eyes Black Skull Dragon by fusing it with... Wait. No, you can't get that. I'm lying. Black Meteor Dragon is what you can get by combining it with Meteor Dragon. And you can also get Black Metal Dragon, I think, by evolving somehow. Could be wrong there, don't know. You also want to get Sangajin of Thunder as a symbol of your... so you can combine it with Kazajin and Suajin to get Gate Guardian, which is a dark type for some reason, but I'm not going to argue. Gate Guardian looks cooler than its fucking component parts, I'll admit that much. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh Capsule Coliseum completed! I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, because I had fun making it, I'm not gonna lie. I always do. If you enjoyed it, please give me a little thumbs up, I really appreciate it. I'd also appreciate it if you gave me a comment, leave me some encouragement, leave me some advice. If you didn't like the video, tell me why, because I'm always trying to improve this stuff. If you really enjoyed it and want to look out for future updates, then subscribe. I do upload videos daily, so yeah, I'd really be appreciative of it, guys. I don't know what game I'm going to be doing next, so that's going to be fun to discover. Yeah, I think that's all I've got to add, so see you all next time.